Sade, I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to... I could probably go alone. Don't you want to
You're right, Hafra.
Thank you, Desade. Let's return to Duncas's village. Our new friends will surely be able to tell...
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
We are happy to see you again. You will...
Thank you. I'm glad to see you too.
Of course.
When we participated in the Duncas med...
And you want to see it? You still wish to learn how... It is a very sacred place. Only those who will become...
That's right, Year One. But...
If someone finds out that we have helped the Renaigse to enter a sacred...
Duncas will never do such a thing.
You're probably right.
Look for the entrance in the Vedhat Ganadu. Entering there will not be easy, but you will have to discover the rest by yourself.
Thank you, Morian. And fear not. No...
You'll be rich. Hey, what are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first. The treasure is ours. So I suggest you disappear. Fast.
Listen, we didn't mean to bother you. We were only exploring the area. But perhaps you could tell us exactly what you're doing here.
You look like nobility. And we don't want any trouble. We also are, explorers. We discover secret places. That type of thing.
Really? And you found one near here?
Yeah. We managed to convince a savage to talk to us. And he told us there's a holy cave not far from here. The kind of place where the natives hide their treasures. But be careful, eh? It's ours.
And how do you plan on entering this cave?
Well, with enough explosives, we'll eventually get through those roots blocking the entrance. It's only a matter of time.
I see. Very subtle. And the Islander didn't tell you anything about this?
He didn't really have the time. And he didn't have a key on him. Just some bloody seeds. Anyway, now that you know what we're doing here, you better leave.
Listen, I don't want to worry you, but you are taking a big risk by staying around here. When the Islanders' clan notice his disappearance, they will come for him. You can imagine what will happen then.
Yeah, you're not wrong. With the time it will take to craft enough explosives, we may end up with a whole tribe after us. Never mind, guys. We're leaving, fast!
At last, we made it here.
How do we get in?
Look around. There has to be a way.
This stone and this door remind me of the place where the Tierna...
You're right.
But we don't know which.
Here is my offering to the Cave of Knowledge. There. Place the seed on the stone.
seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And one of these giant creatures that the natives call Nardigs is present.
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the two young natives. The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Manawi.
You're right. They even depict his bond to the forest. Someone's coming. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders.
Esco halen, esco valg med agengo selerge mantadabem, avenundanum.
Mach, es boglin daigan ni dau. A yigi dames etier comelei.
Cair to, Morian, ages radai de radi dauem tairger began.
Cau den nes greta comelei. Nas oltargodu, vreg detet mad advad. Abud antadab me en ekekam. No adaholeg.
The paintings in the cave were magnificent and have taught us so much. It is obvious that they depict the bonding ritual and its consequences. It is by pouring their blood on the raised stones that the natives become metamorphs.
I'm not really sure if I follow you.
And yet it's clear to see. The islanders think that their ritual has magic consequences, but there must be some sort of contamination in their blood as they pour it. The only way to verify this theory is to attend a full ritual. We must attend Yewan's.
How will we know when it takes place?
Dunkus said it would take place after the young people visited the cave, and they will most likely need some preparation. We should go to the Holy Circle of Kurganau tomorrow. What do you say? Will you come with me?
Very well. I hope that Dunkus will not be too angry after seeing us there.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the place where we met them.
You again. Your curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus. But I really want to attend Yewan's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you were one of ours, Afra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus. How are you?
Impatient, yes.
It's only natural to be afraid, but I will be by.
I cannot wait for the...
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions attacks. In some villages, all the young... You seem different from the other Zafra. But
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkus.
I believe you. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready to pounce.
Times really... These are very...
I know I look...
You may not... You should be proud and happier.
Aruich Nestiri, Adesta Mararma.
Meneda, You are an Onolmanawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Donegard.
Thank you, Dunkus. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkus.
We are under attack.
Grab the young metaphor. The others don't...
The lions want to take our children.
They won't touch you. Syber will have to protect them.
You can count on me.
Let's see if we can ward off this fate.
Take a potion if you want to count.
Be careful! You're growing tired! You should drink a potion!
Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkus. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the Loyans are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Do it!
Hello, my name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate de Sardet. No. This building is closed to Renaigse.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the elder of the council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and his time is precious. He only accepts to meet the members of the council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I am the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a council member, he will give you his seal, and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be the first Renaigse to obtain such an honor.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the elder of the council that I...
Glendon, he only...
How can I prove...
If you are, I will then...
I will return later.
If you have a seal, you...
De Sardet, what...
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Yes, what's up, man? As they say, what can I do for you? Let's go. This mission.
Are your troops
closer, good people. The court wine from the court.
Oh, it's you,
No, Manavi. Oh, Manavi. Yes, it is me, Manavi.
Let's get rid of these money bags.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
No,
Okay.
thank you.
No missions. Then we definitely main mission. Let's go. Save here. I have to do the romance thing. Save the game. Then romance.
Desade, I'm happy to see. Can I do anything for you?
What did you think about that moment next to the campfire?
It was strange and a bit
Had those old sages not been there? You and I next to the fire.
You are really strange, Desade. Thinking about such things at a time. Anything else?
Oh shit, reputation. -3.
Did you have any fellow students?
Of course. We were but a small group working with Dr. Vasily, but we were encouraged not to get too close to each other.
GreedFall.
It was
Can you
more of
play
a
with
competition.
friends? Fortunately, no.
Why?
It's a solo
What's on your
game.
mind?
Did you not share your knowledge with the others?
Not really.
Only
And to be honest, I don't
You have
even
a
know
good
if they would have
story.
listened to me back then.
lots of
You would
like,
not believe how much
romantic
competition there is in the
missions
universities of Al-Sad.
I think it's a
RPG
pity.
Fights.
It seems to me that ideas
So
progress
it's like
faster
the
when
game
they're
is
shared.
close to
That
this.
is
You play The
true,
Witcher.
but I did not know it back then. I only
Very
discovered
similar
it
to The
thanks
Witcher.
to you.
So if you like
Anything
The
else?
Witcher, you would definitely like this game.
How did you feel when we visited?
Astonishment. It was...
It could have been a perfect moment.
Is that... I'm starting to think... Anything else?
Oh shit.
I must leave you.
I gotta go again. Shit. I had to load. I didn't do this very quickly. Better say smart. For some reason, she doesn't want to get in the romance, or I'm like picking the wrong dialogue.
Desade, can I do anything?
Where do you come from?
From my parents. I was always for this reason.
When did you arrive?
A little more. He needed. How could I
Do you miss the continent?
No.
I'm under the impression...
That's true. But in the links that... I wonder if I said that... Learning about the...
What did you think about that?
It was strange.
I was touched by the way the elders...
It's true. It's... In my culture, it is the other...
And? Taking into consideration what we've learned, what do you think now?
I still have a lot to learn. I'm glad you were there to help me understand this. Perhaps those elders are right. Perhaps some... Anything else?
Did you have any fellow students?
Of course. It was more of a competition.
I wondered if you didn't feel alone at...
Do you mean intimate relationships? I had a few here and there, but that did not change. Body and mind have different needs, even though for some they seem to be... Anything else?
How did you feel when we visited the...
Astonishment. It was...
It was a grace-filled moment indeed. I would never have thought...
Because we looked at them and they were like a window into some... I used to swear only by... And once more, Anything else?
What do you think of the love that you...
It's true. On the continent...
Is it that you're starting to believe in love?
Who told you I did not believe in it? When it is since... Anything else?
Do you think that attending this ceremony...
Yes. This ritual, this new vision...
This is really complex.
Knowledge comes in many forms.
That is true. I love exploring. And yet, you'd have to have experienced it. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Oh shit, there's definitely something wrong with this. She's supposed to be like in romance with him right now, but I don't know what's happening. I gotta check it out. Why doesn't she want to go in the romance? There's probably something wrong with this. Or maybe I have to be like the female. She doesn't like the males. Gotta quickly check the list of trophy guide. Definitely something is wrong. Okay.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Shit. We gotta try again. I did definitely something wrong. Try to restart the mission. Oh, I can.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Shit, I'm wrong. Yep.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
What did you think about that moment next to the campfire with the elders of Vigigador?
It was strange, and a bit frustrating, to be honest.
I was touched by the way the elders talked about those young people, about their bond. Were you not?
It's true. It seemed as if they thought that their bond would allow... In my culture, it is...
And? Taking into consideration...
I still have a lot. Perhaps those elders are... Anything else?
How did you feel when we visited the cave?
Astonishment, I think. I felt as if I had reached my goal, as if I was finding a long-lost treasure. It was strangely moving, I think.
It was a grace-filled moment indeed. And these rudimentary paintings taught us so much. I would never have thought that mere
Because we looked at them in a different way. To us, these paintings were more than just decorations. They were like a window into some knowledge that was completely foreign to us. I used to swear only by writings, but now I realize that there are many other ways to learn. And once more, I owe this realization to you. Anything else?
Do you think that attending this ceremony has changed your world vision?
Yes, obviously. Before it, I was so focused on my own knowledge. This ritual made me understand the power of sharing, of emotions, and of the bonds between people. This new vision gives me new perspectives. A whole new life is ahead of me.
I hope I'll be lucky enough to be by your side.
We share amazing memories now. A bond has been created between us, too. And I can't imagine this new life without you by my side. Anything else?
I must leave you.
I'm glad you came to see me. I wanted to talk to you.
I'm listening.
I'm still a bit inexperienced when it comes to the... But I believe that we share some... And if you were so inclined, I'd love to spend some time alone with you.
It would be my pleasure. Meet me outside my room the next time we return to my house.
Anything else?
I must leave you.
I'm a bit nervous. I've read many books on this subject, but they don't say anything about the way I feel right now. May I come in?
Come on. Forget about the books for a bit.
Okay, we got a trophy for this one. We need to find how to finish for the other three of the companions.
Yet another marvelous memory shared with you. And this one only belongs to us. I feel as if my heart is exploding. I've never felt this way about anyone. I suppose this is how it feels to be in love. Do you feel the same?
Yes, Afra. I'm fairly certain this is love.
It's such a peculiar...
Ok, tutto. Cose importanti, blah blah blah. We got it. And gotta wait. Save before this. Now I gotta try with Kurt this time. Okay.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
Do you wish you were never given to the Nords?
How could I not be regretful? I never got to experience a mother's love or a lavish youth.
Don't you have any happy memories?
I do, of course I do. For example, I remember the first time I climbed up the Shroud. Incredible view.
I can only imagine how...
It was. Thank you, Desarde. Did you want anything else?
What did you think of your brother? Meeting him in such circumstances must have been upsetting.
I had high expectations for this encounter. And I found myself...
While it was disappointing, this encounter...
This is true. Thanks to you, I feel like myself. It's a service I will not forget. Did you want anything else?
Now that the Admiral has forgiven you...
Without a doubt, but do not worry. I will not leave you before I find out where our story leads.
I hope that once this is all over, I will get to sail with you again.
I hope so too. To be truthful, I'd rather not leave these shores without you. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Okay. Чистый главу. Так. Again, stuck. Some people, get away from the door. Okay. Now let's travel. So if we see we can do the romance thing with this guy. I think not. This must be a female. I don't know. Maybe they are gay, so who knows? That would be funny. See.
Sea and love both share a bitter bite. Love scolds us.
A poem?
Yes, a poem. I...
With pleasure.
I will meet you there. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Apparently I can do this.
Are you still willing to spend some time with me?
Oh my god.
More than ever.
Awkward.
Come.
What the fuck? Okay. Apparently you can do gay stuff in this game. What the fuck?
Those who fear the waters should stay within the shore's sight. Those who fear the pain that love procures should shun the flames when love endures, and both shall be safe from founder and blight. That is the next part of the poem. And I also have a question. What do you think about it? Are you...
I know this poem, and I think this your love that burns.
Then we shall set sail.
That's awkward. Okay, we got the trophy. Nice. Let's load all the way to the beginning. That was strange. Okay, stuff. Okay, apparently no problem. Yeah, I can do that in this case. I think I didn't do with this girl. With relationship with Kurt. Fiona, I think I did with her 3 quests. But I'm gonna check it out. Fiona, yeah, she's still not friendly, so I didn't, and Kurt didn't. Okay, never mind, at least we know. Okay. Nice. Okay, we know we can raise up reputation. Okay. We need to do the quest, right?
But unless we can climb up the cliff, I do not know how we'll get there.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
According to Lady Mirange's instructions, the ruins should be in this area.
These are some unusual customers. Greetings, how may I...
I imagine that your customer...
Yes. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
This is the entrance to the mine. We should talk to the villagers.
Good day. What can I...
What can you tell me about the ruins on the...
You aren't the first to ask me about. I've nothing to tell you. Not that I would... There must have been a path once upon a time. Some say that you have to pass through the mines. It's certainly possible, I would say. The iron ore. Do you need anything else?
What can you tell me about the ruins?
You aren't the first to ask. I've nothing to... There must... Some... It's certainly the iron ore. Do you need anything else?
Talk to me about the mine.
It wasn't us that first dug them out. It takes little effort to unearth them, seeing as how there aren't that many of us. But the time will come when folks hear about what we...
Hello, you lot?
No.
It's just so we really...
What can you tell me about the mine?
It's ancient work, even if it is strange. We're trying to restore. But the tunnels are very old. We did explore a few of them. Anything else?
What can you tell me about...
There were some above when they saw... There must have been a pub. Anything else?
If I got this right, this
Yes. For the time being, hopefully. Anything else?
I'll leave you to it then.
Until we meet again.
poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Grenade!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
A gate. There must be some mechanism or a lock.
Finally, here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
I'll drown myself with the morning tide if these buildings were of native construction.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Grenade!
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Be careful! It's on fire! You should bring the potion!
This journal confirms what we suspected. A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help of the Nords, and they were repulsed. From what I was able to decipher, few of them actually managed to escape.
I should have known as soon as we discovered those ruins that we were not foreign to these lands.
The major part of the journal has faded, and I'm not able to decipher the name of the author. Let's continue our search. We must discover which nation was here.
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
This seal. I know the insignia, even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. to believe my eyes.
What nation does it belong to?
This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. It's a congregation seal. I think the information is pointing to something clear. No possible doubt remains. All the clues point in the same direction. The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted the natives, they were us.
And to think we helped you. I'm having trouble dealing with this, even if it does explain a lot. We're gonna have to keep this story under lock and key. The natives are not gonna swallow it easily without a long chew.
This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is gonna be furious when he learns this.
Cousin! You have returned. How did things go?
Oh, you don't look well. What's happened here?
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad, in any case. I must have eaten something that's having trouble going through me.
Seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe?
No one is poisoning me, dear cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The Congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You're thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well. Anything else? I'm going to leave now. Goodbye.
Look out for yourself.
closer, good people. The cure... You'll find all you need.
Desarde.
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to you. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival. These discoveries raise a good many questions.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by them. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Are your boots? Come closer, good people. The cure in mind.
My dear child, what...
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met, and she advised me to speak to you.
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateo. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Teleme, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Teleme lands, and of course seek out the Bishop Domitius.
What was your role at my uncle's...
No, I tried.
I'll see you later.
Take care, my child.
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation?
Indeed. De Sardet.
Pleasure. You may call me...
Your Admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens.
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the sin. Two of my men up and disappeared, and I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I...
Fernando and the Admiral are close. When she was captain, he was her chief mate. She trusts him completely. That's why she put him in charge of the management of the port of San Mateus.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information. Good day.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. You should ask the Mage Inquisitors who have taken up lodge. They must have certainly seen something. We see them especially eyeing all that they're not.
And what do these Mage Inquisitors...
They wear a very...
We cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the island. Good day. I'm looking... Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tap. He was telling these stories. He went outside for a moment, and well, he never came back. He wasn't that... No. Something happened.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here. We're approaching the tavern.
If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told 2 Nauts...
You are mistaken.
You know I have Mother Cardinal's ear. Is she aware of your initiatives?
I do not appreciate this attempt at intimidation. But very well. Since you insist. These Nauts were arrested. We were forced to interrogate them to bring to light their pagan rituals.
It wasn't a sanctioned arrest, was it?
No. The Mother Cardinal is not aware. Not yet. But as soon as we have succeeded in making them talk and they have confessed their heresy, she...
Of course. Where did you take them?
The Coin Guard has lent us their jails and some men. We do not normally like to call upon the services of these brutes, but we have need of their skills and discretion.
These Inquisitors really don't realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed. Of that I can assure you.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
And if I gave you this?
In that case, I could...
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. We should go see this Domitius after all. What he will tell us may help us understand.
Greetings.
Desade.
Nice to meet you. What can I do?
That will be all, Quartermaster.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Watch out! Grenade!
What do you want from me, my...
Sir Desade.
Ah! I am Bishop Domitius.
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange sorcery they employ to guide their and to top it all off. And this is where it stinks.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you...
Very well. Let's just agree that these rooms...
Anything else?
Closer. Don't hesitate.
Good day, Desade.
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fear.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and...
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor?
Through your magic. Some sort of rich...
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the... More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I... The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Nort's secrets. But the documents at the Harbour Master's office may teach us something new. If we can stay discreet.
poison on my blade.
Halt! These buildings...
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself,
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate it, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate it, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments. These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. Oh. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Halt! These buildings... Bit of poison on my blade.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness. Your Eminence,
Sir de Sardet.
I must leave you.
Naturally.
Yes? I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the
What is this about, Domitius?
Well... You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Nauts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives and use a nature-drawn magic. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Nauts' tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. A great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
To Sarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateos. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Order. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your...
The secrets. They often cut both ways. We discovered this island. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Freddy was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet... I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
We should have anticipated this, I guess. You do look more like a native than someone from the continent. In any case, I'm sorry. I know how it feels to discover later in life that you're not who you thought you were.
Come closer, good people. The cure and
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters, like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me, Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I'm dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so... Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago, and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat, and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father, lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is... what's going on? Is there something wrong? Coin gun?
The time has come.
Ah! But... what is this?
Ready arms.
Kurt, what are you doing?
Aim!
Stop that, soldiers! Lower your weapons, now!
Sorry, Greenblood.
fight with...
On guard. I said draw!
Stop it, Kurt!
Wait!
Speak. Why did you betray us?
Our commander figured out that we could easily take control of this island. You rely so heavily on our protection. You are so dependent. So naive. All the governors will suffer the same attacks if they haven't already. Your problems are far from over, Greenblood. The commander is there on the docks with all his lieutenants. I failed, but they will certainly succeed. Here or elsewhere on the island. Not every governor has a cousin that I trained personally for combat.
Thank you. You saved us all.
The nerve of them. What else was there to expect from employing coin-fed mercenaries? All that liberty, so close to power, it went to their heads. It would have happened sooner or later. They could have been preparing this sort of coup for years.
Without wanting to rush you, bantering about the dangers of according one's trust to a sellsword is appropriate, but...
You're right. It's time for action. We need to get you somewhere safe, Constantine.
Those are my advisors that you must protect. Me, I want
to join in. Look at your condition. It's out of the question. We are taking you somewhere safe.
As you've left me no choice. There is a hiding place in the cellar.
We will take care of your advisors after that.
And we should make these conger eels pay for their treachery.
And attempt to stop the coups in other cities.
Then we have no time to lose. Let us be gone.
The soldiers who are escorting Kurt are sure to come back. Let's be vigilant on our way to the cellar.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight. We must hurry before the guard can act.
Watch out! Grenade!
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me. Let's go then.
And cousin?
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
How dare you betray us this way? I will not let myself be slaughtered like a dog, sirs.
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
Lord Minister!
Ah, I was in, but what is going?
It's a coup d'etat. The coin guard.
The guard.
We will do it. Come now.
I'll follow you.
Poison on my blade.
Lord de Cossillon!
I thought...
A coup d'etat. The coin...
So, it was only a...
We should follow me.
I'm coming.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done for me.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Come on! Get there!
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Lady Morange.
But what is going?
The coin guard. They were sent.
The idiot!
You are in...
Don't worry about me. Go!
If I remember correctly, Torsten's quarters are in the right wing.
Going in through the front door would be dangerous. The noise of the battle could make him run away.
You're not wrong. If we're to stop him, we'd better be discreet.
I believe there's a passage leading to the barracks in the tavern. We could use it to our advantage.
We could also climb up the left wing scaffolding. We'd reach the upper floor directly.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Come on! Get there!
Ready to shoot!
But what are you doing here? Civilians are not allowed. Lay down your arms and...
That's not happening.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Oh, God.
No one. I hoped he would be here.
It's not over yet. We're bound to find some information regarding his plans in these papers.
The traitor had a contingency plan. He must be boarding a ship to another city as we speak.
The Admiral certainly can't be aware of his plotting. She would never support him.
I thought as much. She would have too much to lose. According to these papers, Torsten was counting on some other officers to lead the attack. We must stop them too.
In that case, we must hurry. If we don't stop them now, they'll attack another city. And Hikmet cannot fall. Too many lives are depending on our research.
To think that if I'd had my ship, I could have blocked the way out, or chased them.
Let's not waste any time. We will try to catch them at the port.
What are you doing here?
It seems it is understand. You are under arrest.
Soldiers!
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Let's see if we can ward this fate.
I'm glad I was not in Kurt's place. He became a traitor unwittingly.
I should probably have taken more heed of him. He was my master and my friend, and I did not listen. What a waste.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. My orders are...
What if I paid you a...
Very well, you...
I regret...
I'm not here to...
That's right, what you...
From you.
Is that right? Now, this ought to be good. And for what crime would that be?
You know very well. For high treason.
Oh, and you think that my men are just gonna let you, without so much as blinking an eye?
Why would your men risk their lives? And gentlemen, told, but do you that the continent you would be? I only hope
you may extend. I'm sorry. Do with him what.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Soldiers, ready!
we have been set. Your lieutenant is, as you can. Are you?
You give.
You have my word.
Very well.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Too late. The coward has escaped. It's not over. We need to warn our allies.
Hikmet should be our priority. If she falls into the hands of the Coin Guard, we'll lose years of research in our hunt for a remedy. But I have faith in your pragmatic spirit. You will make the right choice.
One thing is certain, we cannot save them both. You will need to make a choice.
Very well. Let's go to Sam.
Beg your pardon, Excellency. No one can...
For their protection.
Warn the guard!
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
You will regret ever going against this guard.
Incredible!
What's the matter?
Ah, sir, for I've, sir...
I don't know. Could you possibly...
Well,
But what?
I don't know you. So I'm...
It is true that you do not know me, but...
Yes, yes.
We were also attacked by the Coin Guard betrayed us. And these men... If we cannot help her, then you have...
How horrifying. I take this. May the illuminated...
This place is teeming with traitors.
We better find another entrance, if we want to have the element of surprise.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! We're in. All that's left to do is find the Mother Cardinal. Let's hope she's still alive. Bit of poison on my brain. And let's go! Let's see if we can ward off this fate!
Come with us, milady. All resistance is futile.
May the light guide my hand!
Catch her! You won't be going any further.
Bit of poison on my brain. And let's go!
Watch out!
Thank you for your help. The Enlightened are too late for my... These soldiers, free them, please, but be discreet. The slightest sign...
Do not fret.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Watch out!
If you dare! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more.
I think they were the last. The palace is liberated.
Ah, Your Excellency.
Yes.
I have a seditious fact. They were firm. I also learned that Hikmet has fallen. The Bridge Alliance lost it. I can't really say that I regret. I would have preferred without your... I shall never forget what... Please, give your cousin these same words of...
I shall not fail.
I'm sorry, and my...
What if I paid...
Let it...
I regret.
I'm not...
That's right, what you...
From you.
Is that right?
You know very...
Oh.
Why would your gentle told, but do you... That the continent you would be... I only hope...
You may accept... I'm sorry. Do with him what...
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Soldiers!
You're left as you...
You have very well.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Come closer, good people. The cure in wine. You'll find all you need in
It's too late. It's not over. We need to...
Hikmet should be if she falls into that. I have faith.
One thing is certain.
Very well. Let's go to...
Beg your pardon, excellent. No, one that...
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Never going against the guard. Incredible! Inadmissible! I have always been beyond reproach, yet you bar me entry. Go to...
I'm sorry, Mike.
What if I...
Let it...
I
From you know...
Oh.
Why told that the...
I'm still...
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Soldiers!
You're left as...
You very...
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Grenade!
Come closer, good people. Liquor and wine from the... Are your boots warm?
It's not over.
Hickmet should, if she falls into that, I have faith.
One thing is certain.
We cannot take the risk of
Halt! You are. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
You will regret. Watch out! Grenade!
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the back garden.
I can't believe it. How could they ever do that to me?
What's going on?
And it's... I have...
Come. Yes, that's right. The palace is... We need... Well...
I am sorry.
I can't do that.
We're inside the palace. We must find Burin at all costs before these brutes kill him.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Take a potion if you want to cast more...
Your men have died. Governor, kill him!
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Grenade!
See if you can ward off this fate! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Thank you, income crewmate, for us, and if they... I will do...
poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
I think that was the last.
This place is teeming with traitors. We must get inside without being seen. Otherwise they could destroy all of our research.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Let's see if you can move this place. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
None of you rats ever go against the guard.
Too late. These...
The mon...
You may recover possession of your palace.
I thank you. I just the ones who and I shall not. In the end, would you please
I shall not forget.
Come closer, good people. The cure